Signore e signori, la cerimonia sta per avere inizio. Vi preghiamo di prendere posto. Signore e signori, la cerimonia sta per avere inizio. Vi preghiamo di prendere
Ladies and
posto.
gentlemen, the ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seat.
Oggi celebriamo l'abbraccio tra due modi di vivere il mare, tra due talenti, due culture. L'abbraccio tra chi lo conosce e chi ne sa interpretare gli orizzonti, tra chi lo attraversa con la tecnologia e chi con le idee, tra chi lo vive con passione e chi lo abita con rispetto. Oggi celebriamo l'abbraccio tra Fincantieri e Holland America Line, tra Venezia e Rotterdam, tra il mare e il futuro. Embrace the sea.
Buonasera. Buonasera a tutti.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Benvenuti.
And welcome. Welcome on board. Welcome on board this beautiful ship. Almost 300 meters of technology, passion and ingenuity. I'm Petra Lorijan, and I'm very, very pleased and honored to be here tonight. In this theater, it's an amazing theater. And I'm pleased to be here tonight to celebrate and present this handover ceremony, a moment that is extremely important for all of us because it marks a true restart. So I really would like to thank all of you for being here with us, whether here in person in the theater or in spirit, following us in live streaming. Today, this jewel comes to life to celebrate a proper embrace. Just like the embraces that have been missing from our lives for so many months and that we keep on imagining and dreaming about. An embrace with the sea. So welcome to Embrace the Sea.
E questo è veramente un abbraccio molto speciale.
And this is a very special embrace because it has been renewed time after time for over 32 years. In all these years, Fincantieri and Holland American Line, two international excellences, have been staying on the same course. 17 ships, 14 of which built right here in this very shipyard of Marghera, including also the ship hosting us today. The ship with her captivating blue hull. The seventh ship carrying the name Rotterdam, an important name, a particularly important name because that is the name of the city where Holland American Line was first headquartered. Well, speaking of Fincantieri, well, one cannot but think of the people in the front line, those who actually built this ship, working together as a team, and who were undiscouraged by the difficult situation, working relentlessly and tirelessly with determination and passion, looking to the future with hope. And they kept on working, so with so much passion. And representing all the Fincantieri workers, I would like to give you the head of Machinery Room Outfitting Technical Office, who will share with us her feelings about participating in such an elaborate and important project. Let us applaud to welcome Tatiana Lazzarin.
Buonasera Tatiana, benvenuta.
Good evening, Tatiana.
Buonasera a tutti.
Good evening.
Mi chiamo Tatiana Lazzarin.
I'm Tatiana Lazzarin. And as you heard, I'm head of the technical office for the Machinery Room Outfitting. It is an honor and privilege to be able to take the floor on such an important occasion for our shipyard and for Fincantieri in general. Never would I have expected to be standing here today. To me, and I believe I can speak also for my colleagues, this ceremony is even more significant and special because it is the first one to be held here at our Marghera shipyard, where we can physically be present, where we can once again look into each other's eyes. since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, a pandemic that brought the entire world to its knees, changing our customs and traditions. Yet, despite everything, Fincantieri reacted to the emergency right from the beginning, guaranteeing every one of us the possibility to continue doing our job in a safe and controlled environment at a time when everywhere else appeared to be unsafe. And for this, I wish to thank Fincantieri wholeheartedly.
Quando sono stata assunta,
When Fincantieri employed me, I was a young 26-year-old with a great many dreams, and I knew that if I worked hard and with dedication, I would have attained a great deal of gratification,
questi elementi mi ha poi
which is what has made it possible for me to succeed beyond my wildest expectations and become head of a technical office, not to mention the fact that I'm standing here on this stage today.
fare una nave. È un
Well, building a ship is a very complicated job, but complicated or not, whatever kind of ship you set out to build, it always simply begins with an idea, with a line drawn on a sheet of paper.
Poi, da questa linea,
Then, from this first line, an infinite number of other lines are generated, and they develop, remaining in a virtual state for months. They define a steel skeleton, obtaining the space needed to contain what will become her pulsating organs, the whole and complex machinery that will eventually make her become
poi
alive.
questo disegno inizia
Well, then at some point, the drawing becomes tangible, matter that is being forged. You start putting the pieces together, steel plates, beams, car links. They all turn into sections, which are assembled one on top of the other, following a very precise order and outlining her final shape.
arriva poi il giorno in cui è lì.
Then the day comes when she is right there in front of you, completed, so beautiful. And there is nothing left to do but let your hand go very slowly. And there you go, she's standing alone. It is a time to embrace the sea for the first time. It is a very emotional moment. It's a moment when you realize that your baby is growing, but she still needs you. She needs your support, the attention of thousands of men and women whose task is to forge her so that one day she may follow her course and become a beautiful reality. Today is that day, the day in which the Marghera shipyard hands its beautiful daughter over to her parents. And we do so with a profound sense of pride and, frankly, also with a hint of wistfulness. Because if it is true that our children are pieces of our heart, well, then she is my 29th beautiful daughter who will soon leave us to follow her course. It is hard to find the right words to express everything you feel when you see the result of your hard work. But I wish to thank every single person who took part in building Rotterdam. My most sincere thanks goes to everyone for your hard work, your dedication, your passion. But most importantly, let's not forget that what we do, what we build, are not mere steel plates that float on water. They are the result of a vision that has been accompanying us for over 230 years. All our heart goes into these ships, the most elaborate and beautiful ships in the world. Fair winds, Rotterdam. Take a part of each one of us with you to discover new horizons. Thank you.
Grazie davvero.
Thank you.
Tatiana Lazzarin.
And thank you, Tatiana, for conveying so clearly all the passion and expertise of a well-integrated and exceptional team.
Questa grande azienda.
And our next speaker will tell us more about the group and this great company. He's a person who directs, I would say, one of country's excellences, one of the main drivers of Italy's economy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Chief Executive Officer of Fincantieri, Mr. Giuseppe Bono.
Buonasera a tutti.
Good evening.
Un particolare saluto
Special greetings to Miki Arison, who decided to be physically present here in Marghera to attend the ceremony. And I want to also thank all the workers of this shipyard and all the suppliers. We have managed to work a miracle again, once again. I remember that when my very first ship that I delivered in Marghera was the Rotterdam, Holland America vessel. And I still remember that Mr. Arison was commenting on the quality, pointing out the defects and faults. Well, I think we've come a long way. We have built 72 ships for Carnival Corporation so far. I must say that so far we've grown together. We have in our order log more ships to be built for Carnival. Dear Miki, let me tell you this. We've built ships for all the Carnival brands. One more is left, Aida. Well, we must do something about this, you know. I wish to thank Miki Arison also because at a time such as this one, you two ship owners are brave enough to order ships, hoping that the pandemic will come to an end and you can start navigating again. This is what we all wish for. The world needs freedom. It needs relaxing. It needs tourism. It needs to start breathing again. And there's a lot of issues being discussed. Yes for vaccinating, no for vaccinating, all over the world. Well, if there is one thing that we cannot afford, and that is that the pandemic start all over again, locking us in our homes again. That would be the end of everything for all of us. This month, this is the 4th ship that we are handing over. I'd like to go back to the old times. Remember it, Miki? It was a very narrow, the narrow ships. Look at this ship. She is a spectacle in itself. Look at this theater. It is so beautiful. And I think that the ship as a whole is such a wonder, especially if you take into consideration what we had to do in Fincantieri to change and modify all our processes because of the pandemic, and also working with the highest level of quality, with some issues which hopefully we will be able to solve, and that is always the main issue, the lack of workforce. In the whole of the Western world, we are lacking professional workers. Young people are not passionate about certain trades and jobs and works anymore. So we need to all find a way so that the passion for making and building beautiful pieces of work such as this one can resume, can become part of our lives of our young people, because this will be something that can guarantee their livelihoods in the future. Now, this crisis will come to an end, but there will be other crises. Now we have to deal with the increase in the prices of raw materials. We have a lack of raw materials. We'll be able to address these issues in a brave way, as we've always done in the past, and I'm sure that we'll overcome. Well, my wish to Carnival is this: that as soon as possible you can start navigating again in a successful way, as you've always had. And under the guidance and direction of Mr. Arison, I'm positive and confident that Carnival will once again continue to be an example and a model for the whole industry. Mass cruises were practically created by Carnival. Mickey, we have an extra job to do and duty. We need to go on and go on and go on. Now, not another 72 years, of course, but maybe a couple of ships more. We can manage that. Thank you.
Grazie mille. Grazie al CEO di Fincantieri.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bono, CEO of Fincantieri.
È il momento di lasciare il palco.
And now is the time to give the floor to the cruise company in the person of the president of Holland America Group, Jan Schwartz. We're connected.
Hello, and thank you to everyone who has joined us today to celebrate and to mark this special moment in Rotterdam's journey. Our long-standing partnership with Fincantieri has had a profound impact on so many brands across Carnival Corporation. At Holland America Line, the craftspeople of Fincantieri have had a hand in creating 17 ships for our fleet, beginning with Statendam's delivery in 1993 and leading to the delivery of this beautiful vessel today. So I'd like to send the thanks of our entire team to Mr. Bono, CEO of Fincantieri, Mr. Massalo, your chairman, Mr. Gallia, the general manager, Mr. Matarazzo, who serves as general manager of merchant ships, and the Maghera shipyard director, Mr. Quintano, as well as Mr. Cuciniello, and the entire project management team. The intricate challenges in building a ship can be extraordinary even in the calmest of times. But as we all know, these have not been those times. Your perseverance through the tumultuous past 16 months, as well as the deep passion and dedication to craftsmanship your team always bring to their roles, have made the difference in helping us reach this bright day. I know Gus and our entire Holland America Line family also sends our thanks to Mickey Arison and Arnold Donald for their unwavering support and ongoing investment in the future of this storied cruise line. And we share gratitude for the many contributions of Stein Cruise. He's been a great champion for this ship, as well as for so many others across our family of cruise companies. And his love of Holland America Line is unparalleled. Across Carnival Corporation, we aim to be an exemplary corporate citizen because our highest responsibility and top priorities are always to operate safely, protect the environment, and to be in compliance everywhere we operate in the world. Rotterdam is another important example of our commitment in this space. Along with her sister ships, Rotterdam utilizes the latest technologies to reduce fuel consumption, treat our wastewater, and support our environmental compliance efforts. And just as we always keep our compliance responsibilities top of mind, we also know that travel has the power to change the world. We deliver unmatched, joyful vacations for our guests. And at Holland America Line, we always want guests to savor the journey with us. This is what will guide and inspire Captain Werner Timmers and the shipboard team bringing Rotterdam into service today, as well as all the team members who will serve on this vessel for many years to come. So thank you again to everyone who has helped us reach this happy moment and who will forever be part of Rotterdam's story and journey.
Thanks for joining us, Jan Schwartz.
Thank you, Jan Schwartz, for joining us.
E adesso vogliamo invece introdurre un momento.
And now allow me to introduce
Ricco davvero di
a moment of entertainment, a very meaningful moment of entertainment, an embrace, a bond between two entities, a bit like the one of Fincantieri and Holland America Line, or the one of the sea and this land, the one of Fincantieri and Venice.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
Grazie alla magia.
Thank you. Thanks to the magical performance by Kitom, a particularly captivating moment, another example of technology and
Adesso
sign.
lasciamo la parola al
But the floor now goes to the president of Holland American Line, Gus Antorcha.
Hello everyone, I'm Gus Antorcha, president of Holland America Line. Today's a very special day, even if it's happening under unusual circumstances. I'm thrilled to be with you, virtually, to welcome you all to the official handover ceremony of our new flagship, Rotterdam. It's always cause for great celebration when we take delivery of a new ship. But today's handover marks an even more important milestone in the history of Holland America Line. Rotterdam is our first new ship since the COVID-19 pandemic decimated our industry and threaten the livelihoods of our team members around the world. Although we're still navigating through the challenges the pandemic has thrown our way, this gorgeous ship represents the bright future that lies ahead of us. It's also fitting that just 6 days ago, Holland America Line returned to service after a 16-month operational pause. This week is truly the start of a new era for our company. But Rotterdam doesn't just embody our future. Her name is a nod to our company's rich history that stretches back nearly 150 years. She's the 7th Holland America Line ship to bear the name Rotterdam. In fact, the first ship in our fleet was the original Rotterdam, and the company was headquartered in the city of Rotterdam in our early years. Simply put, the name Rotterdam is deeply ingrained in the fabric of our company. Handover ceremonies like this one are the culmination of many years in the making. From dreaming up ideas, to planning and design, to mobilizing the thousands of people needed to make Rotterdam the exceptional piece of engineering and art that she is. I'd like to thank Marghera Shipyard Director Antonio Quintano and the entire team at Fincantieri for your long-standing partnership with us. Your masterful work on 17 of our ships over nearly 30 years has been integral in positioning Holland America Line as the leader in premium cruising. You face great challenges in moving Rotterdam's construction forward in the midst of the pandemic, and it's a testament to your skills and perseverance that this delivery was completed on schedule. Rotterdam is our 3rd Pinnacle-class ship, and like her sister ships, Koningsdam and New Stantendam, her design reflects the vision of famed hospitality designer Adam Tahani. I look forward to visiting Rotterdam in person in the coming months so I can see Adam's vision in person along with the fine Italian craftsmanship that brought it to life. But no matter how grand and how beautiful a ship is, it's the people on board who will bring it to life. To Captain Timmers and all the Holland America Line team members on board Rotterdam, I salute you and wish each and every one of you the very best as you now take charge of this stunning vessel. I would also like to thank Mickey Arison and the entire board of directors of Carnival Corporation for their support of Holland America Line. So once again, let me extend my thanks to everyone at Fincantieri, as well as everyone at Carnival Corporate Shipbuilding, Holland America Group, and Holland America Line, who worked tirelessly to make this ship a reality. This is the latest step on our journey together, and I can't wait to take many more with all of you. Thank you.
Grazie. Grazie anche a...
Thank you. Thank you, Gus and Torcha, for this very beautiful message. But now's the time to learn more about this gorgeous ship. Let's embark on a journey to discover Rotterdam together with our next guest, who is none other than the captain of Rotterdam himself, Captain Werner Timmers.
Good evening, Captain.
Buonasera a tutti. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A day like today is filled with gracious thank yous to many individuals and teams who were instrumental in building our beautiful new ship. First of all, thanks to Mr. Bono and everyone at Fincantieri. You pulled off the impossible and kept the ship's building schedule on time, despite severe slowdowns at the yard in the height of the pandemic. You sacrificed nothing on attention to detail, quality and craftsmanship, and the Rotterdam looks spectacular. Also, thank you to Mr. Arison. Thank you for being here with us today as we welcome Rotterdam to our fleet. And thank you to everyone at Carnival Corporation for entrusting us to look after her. Thank you also to our fleet operations team who worked diligently behind the scenes to prepare the ship throughout the entire building process. When we sign the official paperwork tomorrow, it will be exactly 30 years to the date since they laid the keel for Stantendam, the very first ship Fincantieri built for us, for our brand, and we liked it so much we came back again and again and again. 17 incredible ships over 30 years have been built by Fincantieri, and most of them right here in Marghera. The ships keep getting better in every way. Every new class, every new ship is better than the last. Rotterdam is truly the pinnacle, and you should be very proud of what your team has been delivering. I have no doubt we are all filled with joy this day, that this day is finally here. Now it is time for you to let go and for my team to take over and show the world what a remarkable flagship that you built for us. I have sailed many times out of Venice, but no sail away will be more memorable than this time. As a Dutch captain, to be the first to take the helm of our company's new flagship, the seventh ship, to carry on a tradition that started with the first Rotterdam almost 150 years ago, is something that I could not have even imagined when I began working for Holland America Line some 37 years ago. Finally, a big thank you to our very capable team on board Rotterdam, who worked very hard to get her ready for delivery and who will take very good care of her after delivery as well. May Rotterdam help create millions of joyful memories to all who sail on her during her time at sea. Mille grazie to all of you. Thank you. Arrivederci.
Grazie. Grazie davvero.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain Timmers. Thank you for showing us Rotterdam in her full splendor.
Possiamo davvero definire questo un abbraccio perfetto.
She's the perfect embrace between dedication, passion, and remarkable technical and managerial skills. Now we're going to witness perhaps one of the most exciting and solemn moments in the handover ceremony, the change of flag.
Compliments, Captain. Well done. Thank you for the great operation and the beautiful ship, sir. You are welcome.
Un applauso per due paesi e due...
An applause for two nations and two excellences bound by the exchange of flags, like an embrace, the same embrace with which we wish to honor the city which more than any other has learned how to appreciate the sea, Venice. A city like no other, rich in history and tradition, celebrating 1,600 years of history this year. A city that has always had a special relationship with Fincantieri. This city, one of its kind in the world, fills us with pride, making us proud of being Italians.
Ecco l'ampolla, l'ampolla.
And here it is, the special bottle. It's called an ampoule. And it is a very special one because it was handcrafted in Murano by a master glass blower, a world-level excellence whose artistic style has been handed down for the past 700 years. The style of this ampoule is a tribute to Venice because it is present in the painting of the Tintoretto and his Last Supper. Tintoretto, one of the most famous Venetian painters. At this point, I would like to ask Antonio Quintano, director of the Marghera shipyard, and Captain Werner Tiemers to please join me here on stage.
Ecco la consegna dell'ampolla. Grazie Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline.
Grazie per questo momento.
Thank you. Thank you for this very emotional and exciting moment.
Grazie Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline.
Don't worry, I will be short, but following the captain prepared the speech. Today, the sun is shining, and so is the vessel. I'm very relaxed, and this is a good sign. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Harrison, Mr. Bono, for giving us the possibility to build such a beautiful vessel. To us, it means having a job to do, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic that has stopped the world. So, when every day I come to work, I bear this in mind and try to do my best, reminding all the people at the shipyard that we have to protect our job, to embrace it. Secondly, I would like to thank the Captain Tiemers and his staff, all, and express a traditional wish to Rotterdam: fair wind and following seas. Thirdly, I need to thank my first-level management, the so-called Oblivion team, 17 special guys, Mitrano, Lunardi, Musico, Scarmoncin, Cecchinato, they dedicate all time to the build this vessel. You did, with all the other guys of the team, an incredible, huge job. And also, as did the second level of management, 6-4 heads of office and all the Fincantieri workers. Together, we achieved an amazing result. As well, I would like to thank the project manager team, Cuciniello, Mr. Matarazzo, and the purchase master, Mr. Costa. CCL and All America team, we did a great job together. Together also with Classification Society and the subcontractors that today they are not attending the ceremony for the problem of COVID-19. So, I promise Mr. Bono that we'll try to maintain the same level of the delivery for the next vessel. Thank you to all and well done.
Thank you, Mr. Quintano. Thank you, Mr. Quintano. You know, we met almost every day here, and every day you ask me, Captain, are you happy? Today, Mr. Quintano, you have delivered, your team has delivered a fabulous vessel, and today is one very happy day. You make me a very happy captain, and we are going to take very good care of your ship. It's in good hands. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Tiemers. Grazie ad Antonio.
Thank you, Captain Tiemers. Thank you, Director Quintano. Well, this evening on this side, we have all virtually held each other in a long, tight embrace to celebrate the beginning of this ship's new adventure at sea. And we wish to accompany her with one of Bach's most famous suites, Prelude No. 1, which is widely appreciated worldwide for its dotted notes and arpeggios, which shall be performed for us tonight by an exceptional performer. She is an Italian-Brazilian cellist of rare artistic feeling and skill. And this melody reminds me of a parallelism between an orchestra and Fincantieri. Very many interpreters, complex tools and instruments working and moving together, following the same rhythm and directed by a single director and conductor. So let us welcome with a grand applause this great performer. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Daniela Savoldi.
Grazie, Daniela
Savoldi. Thank you, Daniela Savoldi. And this brings us to the end of this ceremony. It's time for our goodbyes. It's been a great pleasure for me to be part of this far-reaching embrace on board of this jewel. I really would like to thank all our guests, first and foremost, but also Fincantieri and Holland America Line for this wonderful evening. So at this point, I wish you all a fantastic evening, but most importantly, fair winds, Rotterdam.